Well, Dice, I hate to say I told you so. And I'm not trying to have a negative connotation with today's video, but with the, once again, recent leaks regarding the next Battlefield title, it's something you kind of gotta talk about. Now, before we start today's video and get into the few subjects that I have for today, I just want to say if you enjoyed today's video, then be sure to leave it a nice, thick, and juicy like as always. And of course, if you enjoy this kind of content, you want more like it, then be sure to hit that big red sexy subscribe button right underneath the video. Also got to shout out my channel members. You guys help make these videos possible. Thank you so very much. If you want to join and get access to the exclusive perks that they get, be sure to hit the link in the description or hit the blue join button. Anyway, let's begin. First things first, and something I just want to quickly go over is these leaks that just keep inching closer and closer to someone just dropping the actual trailer, or the original cut of the trailer if they are apparently recutting it to release a new trailer. These leaks are of GIFs and images, and they're exactly why I wish DICE had just gotten ahead of these leaks originally when there were already plenty of leaks out and about the game and just released it in May. For some reason, they delayed it to June. Of course, that's up to their discretion. They're the ones in charge of it. If they felt that was best, then they felt that was best. But I do think this is exactly why they should have just revealed the game in May. I think that would have been easier. They could have gotten ahead of any further leaks, and we could all be sitting here talking about the next game and getting more and more excited for it. Personally, I'm fine with waiting. I don't mind waiting until June. They can release it whenever they feel it's best. I just wanted it to get out before the leaks end up ruining the hype that we all are looking forward to with this next game. Now, to me, the one worry that this does signify, in my opinion, from what we've already seen, and I know this may sound like something of an exaggeration because we really haven't seen any marketing for the new game. I mean, we've gotten a single image with like a gradient over it and then June boom. But based off of those two things, when they could have released some kind of image, especially with the June boom soon kind of meme that not everyone who's new to the franchise actually understands, part of me feels like they could have put some kind of image with that tweet, something to signify that there is something coming. Again, look at how far everyone went with that single gradient image. I mean, I use it in like all my thumbnails. You probably clicked on this video because I use that gradient, or it looks really nice. Something along those lines. Imagine if they had just given us a single image. It didn't have to be something with a ton of detail to it. It didn't have to be an image of a rocket and a tornado and whatnot, whatever the other leaks are. Could have just been some random image that gave us a little hint as to what to expect. I think that would have been very satisfying with showing us that tweet and kept the community a little bit at bay despite the trailer being delayed. But instead we got nothing. Once again, we have no idea what to expect. I do see this as a little bit of a red flag towards the communication issues between DICE and the community that we had with Battlefield 5. And that does worry me because no matter how good this game might be, or even if it does end up being a bad game, the communication was a big issue regardless. Even in BF5, if you loved BF5 or if you didn't like BF5 at all, the communication with DICE, when all the community managers could tell people was we don't have the tech or it's coming soon, and then certain things just never came or came a year or two after they were promised or things along those lines. It just didn't jive well for the community, not only in the aspect that the game had already divided the community, but the studio can't properly communicate with their own community. And I don't want to see that with this game that really needs to nail almost every aspect of not only marketing, but just the game itself, its gameplay, its tone, everything like that. It really needs to nail that. And again, this is kind of blowing it out of proportion because we've only seen one tweet, but just the fact that they've put out one tweet that is kind of vague. It does appeal to hardcore Battlefield fans, but it is kind of vague and it gives us no real indication about things. It's not like it totally confirmed that June meant the trailer was coming. People were still wondering the rest of that day, does this mean we're getting the trailer in June? Like no one actually knew. Like it wasn't very clear as to what it meant. We assumed that that's what they meant, but at first it was like, does it mean that they are revealing it in June? Like, what is going on? And it took a developer or a community manager to come out and say, yeah, no, this just means we're going to reveal it in June. That's what this is confirming. So more clear tweets like that one would be much more welcome, and less vague ones. And also just throw a bone our direction so we can just gobble that up until the reveal. Just some kind of hint. I don't know. Just get ahead of these leaks. That's all I was wanting. I'm fine with waiting for the trailer, but again, I just wish they could have gotten ahead of not only these current leaks, but the ones previously. And I also hope that communication is much clearer and much better in the future for not only the game's sake, but the community's sake. Anyway, that's all I got for today. It was kind of an odd video. I didn't want to stretch it out too far. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.